Well, the important thing is that the US stock market crashed today. The US stock market today is a big crash. Today, the US stock market fell between 7% and 9%. You want everyone to know this 100%. Well, fell a lot. It has fallen a lot. Look how awesome you are. In financial practice. Are you me? Am I floating? I just want to talk to you. In terms of financial practice. I'm really good. Right? Well. Did I tell you the day before yesterday? I said the US stock market will definitely be over. It's impossible to have flowers for 100 days and a good person to be read in all kinds of ways. You have rules for everything. It goes up so much. Bitcoin and US stocks are so high. It's not normal. Well. Some people also scolded me and called me Lao Lao Wang. You are not normal. I mean, today next fucking year might not be normal. But now you still have to admit that you are old. Well. Don't look at this thing, I usually have no airs. Easy to talk to. You won't give you an illusion. It's just that you are almost the same as me. Then you're damn far off. Fuck. That's more than the difference between a fucking Scottish Shepherd and you. What should we do if it's true that in terms of finance, all our authority is in the hands of Lao Wang? Quack big back. You're my fucking faithful church member. You have become everyone's breeding now. Just KBAC, KBAC. If you do this, you will announce it to everyone every 3 months. Your position. Everyone will get rich. Then everyone gets rich and shares half of it with you. Aren't you all fine now? Quack, you are really breeding. I heard you went hunting for Nvidia yesterday. Fuck. Didn't you copy it to the top of the mountain? So today, US stocks and gold both plummeted. Someone asked me. Lao Wang's stock and gold plunged today. Is this the time to buy? I suggest you stabilize. Hold on steady. This big drop is not a good time to buy at all. On the contrary. I'm still building a warehouse. Well. Let me first announce my own holdings. It's just because I'm not good at this either. Just professionals. I am not a professional in the secondary factory. But I am a financial market professional. So I don't do those particularly complicated ratios. Well. I got it early this morning. I told you yesterday, last week, right? Just did some bullish and bearish, This ETF or US stocks. That must have been a good profit this morning. Then I added another position this morning. I added another 10% to my position. In the bearish, S&P and bearish Nasdaq added hundreds. The total is increased by 10%. Also added a bit more bullish on the yen. Because the Japanese yen has collapsed today. Well. All the US dollar denominated objects have collapsed today. This is the essence of today's financial market. Why did everything collapse today? I tell you. Listen to this. The real reason is that all the US dollar equivalents have collapsed today. This is the essence. Why did the value of the US dollar collapse? Very simple. The dollar has risen. So all the dollar-denominated considerations collapsed. US stocks, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar. I didn't check the Australian dollar. But I know from my gut that the Australian dollar has collapsed. Well. New Zealand dollar. SGD, Euro, including RMB. Including Canadian dollars. Well. This all includes gold. They will all collapse. Because the US dollar is extremely strong today. Why? It's because Powell is the Fed's boss, announced. The United States will not carry out such aggressive interest rate cuts in 2025. Does everyone know that the US dollar is about to enter an interest rate cut cycle? Well, although today, the Federal Reserve announced interest rate cuts. But at the same time, after the boss of the Federal Reserve announced this announcement, the dollar. No more pursuing radical interest rate cuts. Because the US economy is in a mess. These are his original words. Well, he was talking about the stock market crashing. The Canadian dollar crashed today. In 1 or 2 hours, the Canadian dollar dropped by 50. It dropped 50 points. Right. US dollar against US dollar. Right. Bitcoin is bound to fall too. It means that everything priced in US dollars is falling. Because it's simple. What happened today was that the US dollar rose. Why the dollar is rising? Why the dollar is rising? Because the US dollar won't cut interest rates. Just remember this simple financial principle. A currency, whether it's USD or RMB, as soon as it cuts interest rates, it means it is worthless. That is, it will depreciate. As soon as the interest rate increases, it becomes interest. The interest rate increases every year on deposits and loans every year. As soon as it raises interest rates, it means it is appreciating. This is a rule. Therefore, the Federal Reserve's rules are particularly sensitive. So remember to like it. Pay attention.